So in this question, we see that f is a function that they gave us, and they want us to find the table of values for m. Okay, so we see that m is defined as this alternate version of f, and so we see that to get m, we need to have an x value for f, and it goes through some things, some other functions, and it gives us a m of x value. So looking at it, we need the x value for m needs to be the opposite of what we have here for f in order to be used in this f function, because we only know these four values. We only know these four x values for f, which are -6, -2, 2, and 4. So the first one for m would need to be 6, and then you put a comma. It's 6 because to get a value for m of x, we need to have a value, an x value that we plug in this function that we would know. So we got f of -6 times 2, and f of, that's a beautiful f of -6 times 2 would give us -4, because f of -6 is -2 times 2 is -4. So here we get ourselves a -4. Moving on, we do the same thing for the second value on the f table, which we use a 2 for. So so we just plug in a 2, and then we get f of -2 times 2, and that gives us first of all, it's a 2 because we plugged in a 2, and that'd give us 4 times 2, that's an 8. Sorry for the pause. That's an 8. And now we know what to do here. Here, instead, to get a value of 2, we use a -2 here. So it's just double negatives, which is a positive. You know, the 2 minuses add up to a plus. F of -2 times 2 gives us another 8. So we get -2, 8. You could reverse these. Doesn't really matter in which order you place these values. And then for this one, you put in a -4. It's just another 4, so -4. I'll just write it as a +4 or just a 4. You get f of 4 times 2, which is 0. So you get, for final answer, -4 plugged in as the x, and it's 0. Thank you for listening.